is up, crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing fantastic today. Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Has this been a huge, massive fake out to the downside, or are we just getting ready for a much larger move down? How is everyone doing? Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, guys. How is everyone doing? I'm going to go through the comment section, say hello to the community to see how is everybody doing, guys. And just on your way in, smash up that like button. We're going to take a look at some cryptos. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. This breakdown, has it been successful? Is there enough selling volume? Is there enough momentum for the price to actually get that large move here to the downside? Has this been just a normal ABC running flat, not even going beneath the B point, and Bitcoin is just getting ready here to break out of this fake out of this triangle? Okay, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. For the moment, we've got a beautiful back test of the level right over here, getting that rejection. We're kind of flirting with the daily open right over here. We are getting that resistance from that proven level of support during the weekend here. As you can see, everything points out, in my personal opinion, that we should be hitting 40,500 and even lower. We do have a bunch of liquidity sitting right there that was almost tapped here. Looks like the bulls want to hold this liquidity. They pump the price up here. Are they going to manage to save that liquidity at $40,500? Let's go right away through the comment section. We'll be analyzing the situation. Like I said, this does look like quite bearish in my opinion. Of course, breaking above the highs that we did create with this rally, that is back testing exactly the level here of the breakout of the symmetrical triangle. Got a beautiful back test, already dropped a few $100s. Will it be enough? Now is going to be a crucial moment. It's going to be a crucial moment to see, hey, is this bounce going to manage to test the highs? Depending on how those highs are tested, it's going to be looking quite good, because if it is going to fail to get above this range, I can already tell you that will be a clear sign of weakness. I will be looking to, get aggressively into a short position. Now we do have the point of control from the range here. As you can see right over here, it is sitting slightly above. We were just missing it by $100 approximately. Got high volume right there. This is a wall of resistance that, of course, if we were to break through this zone, guys, maybe in the next coming hours, the S&P 500 is extremely bullish. DXY is just dancing around here, not doing much. S&P 500 is on the verge of creating all-time highs. We are just round about 10 to 20 points away in hitting new all-time high for the stock market. We are just 20 points away. Could be very much achieved today. If stock market is bullish, still bullish, gonna break new all-time high, obviously that could bring a little bit of steam here for Bitcoin. So let's go through the comment section, say hello to the community. Aditya, how are you doing, my man? Thank you very much for joining the stream. You, sexy legend. Yo, Dippin, how are you? Bill, Alex, Tony. Hey, hello, Andy, liquidation me. You got liquidated. How? Where? Brian, hello. Frank, how's everybody doing? Daniel, thanks for joining the stream, my man. Hola amigo, BTC 48K by end of the year, says unknown user. Please give us the warm music, the warm-up music. It's looking very crucial, guys. I know it is hard to believe that, maybe this is a fake out. I've been analyzing the situation the last few days. I was quite bearish at this point, thinking of the possibility of an ABC, that this is not going to get that successful rally based on the massive volume that we had here on this breakdown. We had big volume, guys. This is big, smart money selling at the top. They are selling at a top range, and maybe this could be the start of a sign of a major, bigger pullback. Okay, we got into this symmetrical triangle that did break the support trend line and has back tested it just today to perfection, getting a pullback of a few $100, basically almost $500 of a pullback. Is that enough? Is this just the start here of a much larger move down, guys? There is some liquidity sitting at this range. I was very surprised that it was not hit on the Bybit chart. We did create a swing failure pattern on this level on Coinbase chart. The Coinbase chart did create a swing failure pattern from that low, but here on Bybit, we were a few dollars away from hitting that zone. So let me know, what do you think, guys? Are you bearish? Are you bullish on Bitcoin? Like I said, this for me is obvious resistance zone where the price could be getting a pullback all the way back down here to the lows and maybe even lower. We need to understand it's a breakdown of structure, the downtrend here during the weekend. Obviously, we have had that downtrend hitting the resistance. And of course, for me, this area over here is for shorting. Okay. Now, on the other side, if we were the only bullish, the only sign of strength that I do see here for Bitcoin is getting above that point of control, is getting above that level of 41,800 range, give or take. It needs to have a massive breakout through this zone for me to flip bullish and scream for, hey, we're probably heading for new yearly highs in the coming days. For the moment, that is not the case, guys. It's still looking quite bearish, just lower highs. We've been in this downtrend for the last few days. So I'm going to give Bitcoin a chance, of course, if it does manage to get above that point of control, get back inside of this triangle, then obviously I will be saying, hey, this was an actual fake out. We got rejection, but maybe it's going to do something like this. However, that is not the case for the moment, guys. We broke from the triangle. We're back testing the support as resistance, getting a rejection. So everything points out that we could be heading lower. Let me go continue through the comment section right away to say hello to my sexy legends. Bonjour, the FF28. How is my man doing? The 10th like on. I'm from Chicago. We all found the channel. Can we all find the like button? Relief. Thank you very much for the smashing. Thank you very much for smashing the like button. Legend Pac-Man, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Russie, how are you? Much love and respect. Brett, hello. Lil Moore. Maria, Tortuga, hello. Dashiel, Elizabeth, howdy. Right. Bonk near high. Is bonk near the highs? Bonk is possibly an indication that we could be in a local crypto market top, guys. When we have these meme coins doing absolutely crazy, I mean, bonk right now as market cap is absolutely insane. Where is it? It's round about the 2 billion market cap. It is round over here somewhere. There it is. Bonk has gone absolutely nuts. It was just at a 10-20 million market cap just a couple of months ago. This ain't healthy market. This is pure speculation, meme coin to get rich kind of style. And every time we've had a meme rally, it ended up for a big corrective move for the entire crypto space. So it's something that we need to take into consideration, legends. It ain't looking extremely great when we see such a huge rally on a meme coin. This is not a good sign. This is not healthy for Bitcoin crypto. This is FOMO moment. People are going to start buying in late during the last 1 to 2 weeks, and it's only a sign of weakness, in my opinion. Okay, it's only a sign of, hey, it is time for a corrective move. We've rallied here massively. We've had a good time. We've had some great long entries on some altcoins. I think it's still good to buy some altcoins for the long run, but this right over here rally from the last couple of months is just a hey, this is definitely a parabolic blow off top kind of pump, And we just need to be extremely cautious for some pullbacks, guys. You know, keep it real. Let's keep it real here. There are some signs here with this movement to the downside on Bitcoin with very large volume. If we would have had this large move to the downside with high volume, you know, inside of a major corrective move, then obviously these can indicate bottoms. These high volume moves, okay, can indicate bottom formations. However, this high volume move to the downside after an insane, massive rally, for me, it's just a sign to be aware that, you know, we could be pulling back a little bit more. Okay, so just something to be aware of. We're going to analyze the situation here altogether, because if the price were to get a bounce from this zone where we're currently at, it's going to be extremely interesting to check how the price is going to attempt to try and break the point of control, okay, of this range of the last few weeks. We test today's highs. I am looking for a possible double top to get into an extreme short position. I'm already in a small short position. However, I would prefer to get into a much larger short trade, possibly for a larger move down to test these lows over here, and possibly even lower. However, we are technical analysts. We are analyzing the situation very carefully. A breakout above point of control would be a clear sign of strength, and I would be expecting the price to go to higher levels in the coming days. So, stock market is very bullish. Do you think we'll be reaching all-time high for the stock market this week? Let me know, guys. We're just 10 points away from hitting all-time high on the stock market. And obviously, bullish stock market can mean that we could continue being bullish for, you know, Bitcoin and crypto in general. So I want to start here a poll. Will S&P 500 hit all-time high this week, guys? Let me know right away in the poll. I think so. We're just 10 points away. We're just basically there already. But who knows? Just imagine it starts reversing here without even testing the high. That would be interesting. Let me know, guys, in the poll. What do you think? Free trial for Christmas for the Legends community. I'm going to have to take a look at that possibility with the team, okay? We did give a free trial just here for Black Friday, okay, which was less than a month ago, okay? It was late November. We gave a free trial already, all right? So be happy with that. So we're going to try maybe get a free trial for Christmas. We'll see, of a few days. Biden bailout. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? You know, they want free money. They want, you know, the money printer to go on in 2024. And there's a main reason why. That main reason why is because 2024 is an election year. I think, you know, election years are usually bullish for the markets in general because the money printer goes on. Interest rates will probably go down already in Q1 of 2024. And possibly the money printer is going to go back on again, guys. What do you think? I think so, absolutely. It's definitely a possibility. We got free money again. Inflation going up slightly a bit. So, yeah. Great course, says Jonathan Martin. Thank you very much. Right. Why does my S&P... What's that? Why does my S&P show all-time high? Why does my S&P show all-time highs? Probably you're looking at SPX. There are several different ones. I am taking a look at the ES mini futures. There are several ones. There's SPX, of course. This one we are still quite far away from hitting all-time high. There's several different ones. Okay, yeah, this one's very far away according to SPX. I take a look at the E mini futures, ES, and that is showing me that all-time high is just 10 points away. Not even that. It looks like People are bullish on the markets. We're just about to hit all-time high. I think it's very likely going to be hit in the next couple of days. So it looks bullish. Momentum is up. Higher lows, a bit of a double top scenario right there, but nevertheless, it is still creating higher lows right there, and it looks like, this is a bit of a symmetrical triangle trying to break resistance at this current moment that could end up in a pretty nice breakout or a big massive fake out. So let's continue here with comment section. Andy, why don't you mark the daily level at 42,278? Yeah, well, there was a new weekly. We got a daily level also. Yeah, just did not mark that daily level here. We got that daily level also freshly printed from yesterday's close. Very true. Possible rejection from that daily level. However, if we do manage to hit the daily level right over there, we'll be getting above point of control, which is from the range. That will be a clear sign that this could be a fake out. We're getting a bit of a move here to the upside right now, and it does look like that we are just about to come up and test the highs. This is the moment I'm going to take action. This is the moment that I want to see Bitcoin either smashing through the level or either faking out here from the highs created today. This is the moment. This is the moment from this bounce. We're kind of dancing around here from that daily open. If we were to rise again here to the highs created today and create that fake out, that will be a clear sign for me to jump in a quick short position, and this short trade could bring you all the way down to $40,500. See if we do manage to get that leg up here. It looks like that we are getting the bounce for the moment. Let's see if we get a little bit of steam here. And obviously, if the price were to test the highs and smash through the level, well, obviously that would be a massive sign of strength here for the bulls, meaning that this could have been already the ABC flat. Sorry, not even an ABC flat, a running flat right there, where you do see this as an A, this as the B. Very, very rare that a C would end up right there. It's basically a running flat right there. It would be very, very strange. However, strange things happen on the market. I mean, with this momentum, you would expect the lows to be taken. And yeah, this would be a fake out for me if we were to break above. If we break above point of control, get back above higher low support structure, we got one resistance touch. We come up now and get above point of control. It's going to be looking quite good for the bulls. I would personally say that this could have been the bottom of the corrective move, and then the price is probably going to go to head up to new yearly highs in the coming days. Still, we're still far away from that level, still far away. Please get in a short. Look, hey, if we touch that high from today and we reject from it, we'll get into a short trade live. And I would just put stop loss above the high, right? It doesn't matter to short it live or not, but that would be the overall plan, right? We love swing failure patterns. We love tests of highs and lows. And this would be the plan, basically. If we were to test the highs from today, sitting at 41,730, we're just a couple of $100 away from that level. If it does get above the level, it creates a fake out, long short trigger right there, stop above the high, would be targeting the lows. We need to see that wick rejection for me to jump into the short position. So it's probably going to happen. We are heading that way. So it looks very possible. Every time I watch you live, BTC goes short. I am long on BTC. This was a pretty good long position based on Coinbase chart, because hopefully you are in a long position from quite low levels. That's very, very good. On Coinbase, we did perfectly test the lows here from the 13th of December. Now, I trade based on the Bybit chart. Usually Bybit is very, very good with testing lows. On Bybit, we were a few dollars off in testing the low here from the 13th of December. As you can see right over here, we were just slightly off from testing those lows, and just checked Coinbase, and Coinbase did actually take that low. So that is a long trigger here. It is definitely a long trigger where you enter on the bounce of the lows and you put stop loss at the low. That's it. However, it was not tested on Bybit, so I did not enter the long position. It was a crucial zone, of course, based on the liquidity. We were just also a few dollars in claiming all of that liquidity. There's hundreds of millions of dollars here of liquidity, and we were just about $20 away in claiming that level, which was pretty crazy. Just imagine, we left, the price bounced without claiming that liquidity, which was, you know, this is what happens. This is why you cannot basically trade based on, you know, the liquidity is going to be claimed and then the price bounced almost $1,000. Yeah, even over $1,000. So if you're waiting for that low to be taken because of the liquidity, and you're in short trades and you haven't taken profits because you think that that liquidity is going to be claimed, it's going to be claimed, well, then it hasn't claimed. You got a major bounce. If you break through here, the point of control, then say goodbye to all of the shorters. You know, this is likely going to get very, very bullish if we were to manage to get above point of control from this range. Okay, for the moment, it is that clear sign of, you know, we're flipping bullish if it does break above that level. I think it's very hard for the price to do so. So let's give it a chance. Let's give it a chance. If it succeeds, then great. If it fails, then I will be looking to jump into a day trade short. So come on, one more like for the 69. Yeah, guys, smash up that like button. STX is pumping. Vamos, Andy. What's up, dude? Dano, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Check out Dano, guys. He posts video almost every day, also with crypto content. Check him out, Dano Crypto. STX is pumping. Let's take a look at some altcoins. This is a chart that I wanted to take a look at, guys, because I want you to analyze the situation when we, you know, from the rallies that we had from the previous bull run, okay, from the previous bear market, sorry, back in 2019, 2020, we did have these nice rallies from the consolidation range, okay, that we created during, you know, over 2 years. So it was sideways action here for the total crypto market cap. And one rally here in July got rejected. The other rally here, you know, basically during January, starting to reject here in February, okay? So basically January, February, entered a pretty nice rally. And then, you know, Q1 of 2020, just before the C19 crash, we got an epic corrective move on the altcoins. So when we do analyze this situation, it's like it's too early. It's too early to suddenly enter into huge, massive altcoin bull run, right? And for the next couple of months, right? Entering into 2024, it's too early. This ain't. It doesn't look right. We're getting bonk, you know, pumping 200x, right, in the last few months. This ain't, you know, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good when we see these meme coins, you know, pumping like crazy, such as bonk, and just entering into 2024. So I know 2024 looks very bullish. I know we have, you know, it's an election year. We have the halving in April. We have ETFs. There's a lot of, you know, rumors right now that the ETFs are not going to get approved in January. Well, then we just have to, you know, postpone it till March, I think, is the next deadline if it were not to be approved in January. So then if it is going to be in March, everything is going to be aligning up, you know, March ETF, April we have the Bitcoin halving, getting mixed up now with the election year. And it's the election year as well. So interest rates cuts, you know, money printer going on. We'll be looking pretty good for 2024. For the moment, though, in doubt a little bit, guys. in slight doubt here. So it's just we've had an epic rally on Bitcoin. We've had an epic rally on some altcoins, on meme coins. Just need to stay cool a little bit. Andy, please take a look at auction coin, please. Auction coin. Let's take a look at auction coin. What's this one? Auction. What's auction coin? Bounce. Right, let's take a look at this one. This one's been pumping pretty nicely today. Let's take a look at auction coin right away and analyze the situation with this one. Yeah, this one's, you know, with this pullback, it got a pretty nice instant bounce. This one's doing pretty nice. This one just got that pullback. Yeah, this is bouncing pretty nicely. This is bouncing pretty nicely. There is a chance of this one trying to attempt the highs. I like this bounce on this one. This bounced very, very well. Let's take a look at the fixed range from this area. Got a little bit of resistance here at the value area high of this trading zone of the last few days. It is going to face a little bit of resistance. Could it be another lower high right there? It's just starting to get a bit of resistance at this zone. So, yeah, it would be a little bit cautious. I mean, it has had a great rally, no doubt, during today. Looked very, very good. Very, very strong pump here of, what is it, over 30%. Yeah, it's facing some resistance, so you could expect a pullback from this range. Bitcoin right now getting that bounce. Bitcoin getting the bounce. Let's see if it does manage to hit those highs. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will. It would be nice to see a retest of today's highs and check the reaction. Check the reaction to see if it is going to reject from that point to get into a quick short day trade, maybe a swing trade, or if the price just blasts through the level, obviously no shorts will be taken. No shorts will be taken. If we blast through, we're not trying to guess. We're not trying to go ahead saying, you know, this is going to create a lower high or this is bullish. I'm in a long. You know, I wait and I check some certain levels where I am ready to take a decision. In this case, it would be the highs right over here to get into that possible short trade if we reject from it. This is trading. Trading is boring. It's about waiting the levels to be hit and taking a decision. That's the only clear one that I do see here for me to pull the trigger. And I very much realized that that is a level that could suddenly switch everything. You know, the possible bearishness of this breakout of this symmetrical triangle, if we were to smash through that point of control, it's going to be a clear sign of strength for me here. And I do see the price, you know, gaining momentum. But we are beneath. As long as we're beneath this level over here, point of control, this is bearish. We broke, you know, all of this is bearish. It would just be an invalidation point for me to flip bullish, right? Overall bearish. I am looking for, you know, lower levels here in the next coming days. So I'm entering BTC short at the 61878. If it's gonna drop, that's the best entry, of course. Yeah, maybe. So entering at the 618 from this major drop, right? Yeah, it is possible. I mean, no doubt, it is definitely possible. I guess you're talking about 618 from this major drop. Yeah, it's already hitting the 618. I mean, make sure to manage risk if you do feel confident to get into a short position right over here. I mean, if you put your stop loss at the highs, you're basically looking to get stopped out. And if you don't put a stop loss, if you put it much higher, you're just at risk of, getting into a major loss, right? So make sure to manage risk. I think, a stop loss near the highs would be more than enough. If you enter a short trade here, it's just not worth putting stops here because, you could just wick out like that and you're just going to lose some significant funds. So yeah, in a nutshell, stay cautious. We are getting hit by the 618. I'm going to share a little bit of Elliott wave theory, my opinion here at, on where we at right now and why could we look for lower levels. Now, I'm going to give that brief explanation right away here on why I believe so that is a possibility. Okay, so let's go right away, do the analysis for that. Because, when we analyze the situation here for Bitcoin on Coinbase, on Bybit, what happened here, right? Let me just go to the 1 hourly time frame. Get this out of the way. When we take a look at Elliott wave theory, we know that after impulsive moves here to the upside, we can get into a 3-wave corrective move, right? For anybody that is relatively new to technical analysis, what we're looking at here basically is, looking at Elliott wave theory, is the possibility of an ABC larger corrective move, okay? So let me go here with this scenario, and in a nutshell, it is basically this, guys, okay? So when we do take a look at this move to the upside, hitting yearly highs at 44,500, when you do get this A wave right over here with significant volume, it does mean that, we could be entering into a C wave, especially when we've had this move to the upside. When we analyze the situation here, and, looking at Coinbase, how I do see this, I mean, this large volume for me was already a relatively large red flag. Based on, basically based on the structure of the market. Basically when you do see this structure like this and you get a clear red sign here, red volume, large move to the downside, also in a 5-wave structure. So it's because it has created a 5-wave structure from this top right over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? On Coinbase, we did not manage to hit this high. This could have been a failed 5th attempt, but on Bybit, we did actually create a high right there. So it was a 5th. You could arguably discuss it's a 5th wave, but it doesn't matter. You do have those 5 waves down here. You also have 3 waves here to the upside. From that 5th wave, you have 1, 2, and 3. There's no more. There isn't 5 waves here to the upside. Right now, what's very disturbing, of course, is that news event that we had with Ledger. It was just a big bunch of noise on the chart. This ain't a technical move. It ain't a technical move. When I do take a look at this, I do see this as the 1 wave down, 2, and we are still inside of 3, in my opinion. 4th cannot overlap, okay, the 1st wave, but if we are still inside of the 3rd wave, we can overlap, okay? If we are still inside of the 3rd wave, it doesn't matter. We can overlap this 1st wave over here because these are just smaller waves inside of that 3rd wave, right? So, yeah, no doubt that this for me looks like, this ain't the end of this ABC structure. This is what I currently believe that we are in right now. Okay, and of course, the question is, where will this C wave move down end? Well, we need to go with the strongest support levels that we do have, of course, and one of them is the $38,000, basically 38,800, 700, which is that point of control, okay, of 21, 22. definitely a possibility where the price could stop. Of course, if the price just does not get any reaction at that level and we just slice through it, then it is what it is. It is what it is, right? It's just, we're just going to have to check the reaction and to see if we are going to start going sideways. Are we going to create a double bottom? You know, we don't really know what kind of price action could be created there. So, however, it will be interesting right now for Bitcoin. Getting a bounce here, testing this high is going to be crucial. If it smacks through, then you know, I would start turning a little bit bullish. However, if it does fail to break above the level, obviously I would be looking to enter those short positions to bring the market down. Okay, so that is the scenario here, guys. There's really not much I can explain on this. On where we at. It is true that this breakdown has been very poor. There really hasn't been massive volume on this movement to the downside. Really, there's just basically no volume here on the breakdown of high-low structure, which is always, you know, it does get you in doubt a little bit when you break such a crucial level of support. You want to see some volume picking up right there with selling pressure. When you see volume so low, it gives you a bit of doubt for the fake out still. So 530 people watching. Yes, sir. Smash up that like button. Seems like people don't like to smash the like button on my channel for some reason. E-Gold and Cake, if you can, please. Right, let's take a look at one of those altcoins, you know, E-Gold and Cake. Let's take a look at Cake, for example, right away on the chart and analyze the situation. Oh, it seems like Cake broke down from this symmetrical triangle, and yeah, it was not looking too great. Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't look that great. We're currently testing these lows, creating a swing failure pattern for a short bounce. So we're just testing the lows here from the 27th of November, getting a quick little reaction, quick little bounce. This could bring us here to a little bit more of price action to the upside, as you can see here. Beautifully just tested the lows in the last couple of hours, getting that swing failure pattern from the lows of the 7th of November. So no doubt we could be seeing a little bit more of a bounce here for Cake, but this ain't looking too great. Okay, we've got like a symmetrical triangle, you know, head and shoulder structure right there. This ain't looking too great. So we're just testing the low right now. A great level of resistance on Cake is that point of control from the price action of the last few weeks, which is sitting at 2.4, basically $2.40 right there. Interesting zone. You have broken a little bit of this kind of structure that we've had during the last few weeks. Yeah, no doubt that the bounce is possible. It is possible that we could get a little bit more of a larger bounce here on Cake as we've tested the lows here. So we've got a beautiful reaction. I mean, that was a quick instant long position from this range. Be defensive. You could get a bit of a larger bounce here. It really is dependent on Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin does right now in the next coming hours, whether we do reject here, that is the trading plan that I am looking at, guys. Remember, if you are interested in trading, Bybit is definitely a great option. I know some people cannot trade on Bybit because of restrictions. You got a great bonus down below, guys, on Bybit. And if not, Mexi has $20,000 worth of bonus. They have the lowest fees out there, and it's the trading platform that I like to use as well. I currently use both. Bybit more for day trades, swing trades, and Mexi more for scalping, as the fees are very, very low, guys. Check out the bonus with the link. It's the favorite exchanges that I use. They're very legit. Check them out. Another way to support the channel here, obviously, to do technical analysis on the live streams and daily updates. Crucial moment now for Bitcoin, getting that bounce, you know, we're just in realizing that, you know, it's having a little bit of momentum to the upside. It would be absolutely beautiful to test those highs and create a fake out. That's the moment where I would be jumping into a short trade. Obviously being very, very careful, realizing that if you do break out from this range and you don't reject from this high, yeah, this is going to be bullish price action, you know, especially if you are breaking above point of control of the entire range, okay, over the last few weeks. That is going to be a clear sign of strength. However, you know, you could test the highs, get rejected, just test that point of control and start getting rejection here. That would be insanely bearish. I would try and take advantage of that possible day trade, you know, swing trade short position. Let's see. We're still a couple of $100 away from that level. DeWalt, my man, thanks for joining the stream. I'm a bit slow. Smash the like button, guys. Jonathan, thank you very much for the insane support. Remember, we are trading the market. We trade based on levels. So far, it does look bearish, guys. Even though we got a relatively nice bounce today of $1,000, it still looks bearish. You know, the structure here during the last few days has been lower highs and lower lows. It is true that it's a crucial point right now where we need to see the reaction here from today's highs, basically, to see if, you know, if we are going to smash through the level. This is the kind of point where maybe a lot of people are going to start becoming bearish, and then the price suddenly just bang starts breaking through here. And obviously that's when I'm happy to say, hey, you know, I was totally wrong on the possibility of this being bearish and going to lower levels. However, I'm very careful with my trading setups. So, I mean, like I said, a retest of today's highs and failing to move above it would just be a clear sign for a short position. Yeah, some people might think I got someone saying, you know, I'm shorting the 618 Fibonacci 78. You know, yes and no. It's a stop loss situation. It's a risk management situation. The reason why I'm you know, don't want to get into this 61878 is because I realized that the highs could be taken and then I could get into the short. Of course it could create a lower high right there, because basically, you know, this for me as well has been a corrective structure. This for me has been an ABC flat right there, and we possibly just inside of the more waves here to the downside. In a nutshell, guys, manage your risk. Don't have crazy stop losses all the way up here and stuff like that. You know, manage your risk very well. Understand where the price could find a sign of strength and where the price could find a sign of weakness. Obviously, testing the highs and rejecting is a sign of weakness, and, you know, breaking above that point of control and the highs is a sign of strength, meaning that all of this could have been a fake out. And, you know, I would be looking for the market to be quite bullish if that were to be the case, of course, you know, as we're beneath that point of control. Just for any newcomers, I know I've been talking about this since the beginning of the stream, but there's people joining in the stream, okay, as well, that wanting to know, you know, where's the kind of invalidation point for Bitcoin. What about Blur? We can take a look at some altcoins here right away. What's going on with Blur? Blur here. Yeah, I guess it's this one. What about that one? Let's take a look at that one. Blur getting a pretty decent pullback during the last few days. Had a really nice rally. Is this a bullish descending wedge? Might be your question. Is Blur creating an insanely bullish descending wedge? Well, you got one way to find out if this is going to be a bullish descending wedge and we are going to break out from resistance point in the coming days. And that is based on, I mean, you do have this spike high that is being kind of tested as support at the moment, holding by a thread. But the best way to try and attempt any long positions from here would be trying to long as you recover from the lows of this consolidation range during the last few days. We're currently beneath that level, acting as resistance. Obviously, it would turn into a failed auction if you do manage. You're struggling right there. If you do manage on Blur to get above these lows right there, bang, something like this, obviously that would be a possibility of a failed auction, and you could look at this as a very nice descending wedge corrective move, and this could turn out bullish in the coming days. If you would want to long this, you would want to try and long it at the lowest level possible. And yeah, if you do get above those lows created the last few days, then that would be a failed auction for me, and it could give, you know, the possibility of Blur to try and do something like this, right? Maintain that level as support like you did the last few days. Failed auction from the low, you're getting massive support from this resistance, and the overall structure here is still bullish, right? I mean, you are still in a macro bullish structure here, creating higher highs and higher lows. However, it is really kind of dependent on Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin were to lose it, you know, I don't see these altcoins, you know, finding the strength to break out. Bitcoin, yeah, having an attempt here on the move, trying to pump, trying to get a little bit of bullish momentum, struggling a little bit at that 618 from that local drop. So Blur, that is the case for Blur, okay? I mean, yeah, no doubt this descending wedge looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks insanely good. You know, we are just at the highs here from this major rise in November. It's holding by a thread. Yeah, if it is a bouncing zone, I mean, this is possibly the bouncing zone. I mean, if you are attempting a long position here, I would just manage risk with stops beneath the lows here. In the case of Blur, stay cautious trading these altcoins when Bitcoin is at a, you know, crucial zone here of decision to see if we are going to have bearish continuation from the last few days. Are we going to continue down? Well, it is all purely based on this resistance that we do have at 41.7, 41.8, where we do have that, you know, high volume spike, point of control from the last few weeks. Is 10x in futures a lot? I never want to get over this mark. It really doesn't matter as long as your stop losses are in place. Basically, if you enter a trade, make sure that you're not losing over 3% of your account. You know, stop loss is what you need to know. Leverage, it doesn't matter. You can use 50x or 100x leverage. You need to know, you know, I get so many people, you know, this is a classic noob question where, you know, leverage doesn't matter. You know, what matters is your risk management. Where are you entering the trade? Because you can enter a short position here, for example, if you were to double top from this level and you enter a short position, your stop loss is right over here. You're possibly targeting the lows. You know, you can use in this short trade, you can use 100x if you want. Your liquidation price is probably going to be a few $100s above the level. So it doesn't matter. You know, if you have a $10,000 in your account, you're basically risking $300 possibly in this trade max, okay? So that is basically 3% of your account. You can use 10x or you can use 100x. It doesn't matter as long as you're not losing more than $300 from your $10,000 account. It doesn't matter the amount of leverage that you want to use, okay? It doesn't matter. What you need to know is, hey, this is my account. I cannot lose more than this in one trade, because if you're risking $1,000 from $10,000 that you have and you lose that $10,000, it's going to be 10%. It's going to be a little bit of a, you know, it's going to be a punch, right? Yeah, of course, you're risking 1,000 and you might gain 5,000 if it comes down to the lows, but it's too much pressure. Bitcoin getting the rise here. Let's see. Let's analyze the situation here. If we are going to test those highs right away and possibly fail to move to higher levels, that will only be the moment that I do realize that we are getting rejection. Remember, it really does not matter to get into a short position. Once you hit the highs here and you get beneath the level, it doesn't matter where you actually short. If you short at the highs or short here, it doesn't matter, because you're just realizing that the price is rejecting from the level, and you got time to realize that this is a powerful rejection and that you can get safely into in the short trade, basically, right? So it's just realizing, being patient to check the reaction. Let it reject. If it does not reject, then off we go. We break point of control. No shorts will be taken. No shorts will be taken. I need to see the price hit, reject, and then I'm looking for that short trade, possibly to the lows of today. Very important though, we need to reject from that level, because a lot of people are probably already jumping into shorts, or but basically having their stop losses here, and they're asking to get stopped out. And if you do get that rise, and people maybe not even putting stop losses or adding to their position and stuff like that, very irresponsible trading, and end up burnt out like always. Basically this could smash through point of control. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do know that the secondary test here will be a great moment to analyze a situation, to possibly get into a great risk management trade, right? Because stop loss will be above the highs, entry would be at the lows. This will not be more than 3% of my account. Possibly I can gain 9% or 10%, right? Based on a 3 to 1, 4 to 1 risk reward ratio, right? To claim these lows. You get the point, right? So, can you take a look at VeChain right away? Right, let's take a look right away. Let's take a look at VeChain. How do I feel about the RSI indicator? I think for higher time frames, it is fun to see exhaustion, overbought, oversold. But for taking trading decisions, basically for day trades and scalping scenarios, don't take RSI. I don't take RSI into consideration. So yeah, that's my thoughts on RSI. Let's take a look at VeChain right away. See what's going on with VeChain. VeChain got a pretty nice bounce from this drop. VeChain is doing relatively good from this movement down. Yeah, VeChain getting a pretty nice recovery. However, we're entering into that consolidation of the last few days. Would be checking here very carefully the value area high of this trading zone of the last few days here since the 12th of December. So kind of a bit of an instant recovery from today's drop, looking at the case of VeChain. If Bitcoin gets rejection from that 41.8, 41.7, then obviously I do see the rest of the altcoins getting a pullback as well. If Bitcoin were to reject from here, say it rejects from this point, and that would be a sign of weakness, then possibly Bitcoin could be coming back down to the lows here. If that were to be the case, this movement down of over $1,000 will likely drag a lot of the altcoins. So no doubt VeChain got a really nice recovery here today. Nice bounce, nice recovery of over 10% from the drop. Currently going to start facing that value area high of this trading zone. If Bitcoin, this is resistance. If Bitcoin manages to break through point of control of this entire range, that will be a clear sign of strength, guys. I will flip bullish for the next coming days, possibly to see Bitcoin running up here to attempt some new yearly highs. If that is not the case and we reject from the highs and the point of control, then obviously looking here for a major pullback on Bitcoin and some altcoins. So let's continue here with the comment section. What do you think about Gala or Beam X? I think Gala is a great gaming project. I think they will do very, very well. It did not pump too crazy during the last, I think it pumped about 50% or so during the last few weeks. Oh, just slightly over 100% from the actual lows. It did get a big major correction. But yeah, Gala is a very bullish project for the bull run. In the gaming industry, GameFi is going to do absolutely crazy in the bull run. However, it did rally a little bit. You know, if we were to get a bit more pullbacks, I think, you know, no doubt that this, if it is to hold in your portfolio, I mean, yeah, come on, you know, if you want to buy the exact bottom, you know, forget about it. You know, just dollar cost averaging in the side of this range. In the case of Gala, I think it's great dollar cost averaging levels. Gala is a very, very strong gaming project, and I think it is going to do very, very well. And if you want to spot buy for the future, like you asked, I think that this area is DCA level. It's no doubt DCA zone, because whether it does get a pullback here and comes down and starts rallying here in the next coming you know, months, you know, you don't want to buy in when the market is rallying like crazy. This is the moment we want to start getting out. In the bull run, we want to start DCAing out. We want to start getting out. We don't make money in a bull run. You know, we make money basically buying in the bear market aggressively and getting out. Okay, if you are starting to get into crypto once bull run is kicking off, then I'm sorry to say you can make some quick little gains as you buy in as a 2x, 3x. But if you want to make that 10x, 20x, okay, and even more, you know, these are definitely DCAing levels. You know, I think it's at least a 10x project. Will it hit all-time high? You know, which is just round about 90 cents almost. I mean, that is over 20x from current price levels. So it is possible. It is definitely possible. It's a great project. What do I think about ARB? Arbitrum? Yeah, Arbitrum is obviously bullish. Arbitrum is an L2 for Ethereum. Arbitrum is going to be bullish. If you want one that has a possibility of doing more gains than Arbitrum, because Arbitrum is already quite a significant large cap crypto, you know, Arbitrum or even Optimism, right? These are large cap L1 projects. If you want one that is, for me, has some much more upside potential, that is Metis, guys. You know, I do hold a bag of Metis. You know, I do have this one in my portfolio. Has been doing insanely well. The recovery from today has been insane by the looks of things. Already creating some new yearly highs. Sorry, no, not new yearly highs. The yearly highs was at $44. But overall, pumping very, very nicely. This one does have already, okay, when you go to categories here, it already has a small little ecosystem, right? I'm talking about Metis. Obviously, Optimism and Arbitrum, they do have a relatively large already ecosystem. You know, look at this. Arbitrum, Optimism has 174 projects. Metis has 28, but it is there. It is there, and I think it's going to start picking up. And compared to the other ones, when you do take a look at Arbitrum and you take a look at the market cap on this, you know, this is already over 1 billion market cap. Yeah, can it go to 10, 20 billion? Absolutely. But if you are looking for one that is actually, you know, active and it's still relatively small, I think Metis, you know, it has 10 times less market capitalization than Arbitrum, and it's a L2 solution, and it's gaining traction, and it's getting, you know, projects inside of the ecosystem. So you ask me, I think you got a higher chance in making better returns on Metis, which is an L2, than on Arbitrum. On Arbitrum, I see, yeah, 5x or so, 10x possibility, but if you're looking for a 20x and higher, then I think Metis definitely has a much better chance than Arbitrum. And it is a working L2 project. You can see here in categories, you can see the ecosystem. You know, it is live, it is working. It's a working L2 solution for the Ethereum blockchain. So it does have a couple of dozen here of cryptos in the ecosystem. So yeah, check it out. Guys, I am extremely sorry, but I need to wrap it up, okay? I need to leave. Make sure to trade safe. This for me is the clear sign of strength if you get above point of control, or clear sign of weakness if you do reject from that level, creating a failed auction swing failure pattern from today's highs. Then I would be obviously looking for the leg down here for this downtrend to continue. Thank you very much, everybody. Check out the links down below. Check out the exchanges that I use. You have Bybit and MEXC. You got a great bonus if you use those links in the description. It's also a good way to support the channel. Thanks for smashing up the like button. I will be back with more during the next coming days. Stay cautious, guys. This is a crucial level for Bitcoin, possibly to get rejection. Manage your risk very, very well with your trading. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.